One thing I've noticed over the years is that most people are capable of doing so much more than we give them credit for. Over time, I've hired so many people, and one thing I've learned is that the process of onboarding and training your team member is actually crucial. Now, for me, one thing I've learned to do really well is that when someone comes on board, I am not in a hurry. I allow them to learn and get very good at what they need to know so that they don't have to stress me on a day-to-day basis. So my process usually goes like this. Day one, I'm going to share materials with them that gives them an understanding of the business and their role, so that they're able to understand the big picture of the business, the big picture of their role, and how their role contributes to the vision and the mission of the business. So day one, they spend that time, learning that material. Now, day two, they're going to watch videos that helps them understand their role even better, how their role is being performed, and what they need to do. Now on day three, you're going to start practicing. So now you've spent the last 2 days learning. Now it's time for you to get your hands dirty. So now, how can you repeat the things that you've learned? Because no matter how much you suck that knowledge, if you don't do it, you would never know how to do it very well. So this time, we invest in, okay, try it out. How would you do this? When they make a mistake, I'm able to quickly correct that mistake. They understand why that is wrong, why we do things this way, the results we're hoping to get. So we spend the rest of the week, doing trial and error and correcting those mistakes. And that process allows them to form, opinions and the right mindset in terms of how we work. So they do that for the rest of that week, leading into the next week, before they even start attending to customers, because I don't want them making mistakes on the floor. So, they spend a week or more doing that, making their mistakes, correcting them, inspecting what they're doing. And one thing I've learned is that the more they do that, the more they own that role and they get very good at that role, because one, their mistakes are corrected almost immediately, so they don't get to learn the bad habits. They learn the right thing. They learn why we do things this way. And after a while, they perfect that task. Once they perfect that task, we then move to the next task and repeat the same thing until they understand their role and their responsibility. And I noticed that whenever I spend time upfront investing in that team member, I get to save a lot of time in the long run, because I have built empowered team members who know what to do almost all of the time, and that way they don't have to stress me on a day-to-day basis, and I can go ahead to do whatever it is that I have to do and run my multiple businesses. And that's why I'm able to run multiple businesses 6,000 miles away, and I'm still fine, because I have a system that ensures that these people are empowered to do the job really well.